So again, thanks everyone very much for joining. Thanks for the friendly message about our cool backgrounds. We can make it available in the community if you want later on. We will start very soon, in less than 1 minute. We are going to cover the agenda and also the main topics for the session today. Feel free to make yourself comfortable and get ready for the news we have to share with you. Let's do this. So, team, thank you very much, everyone, for joining. I want to welcome all doers that are part of this event today. We're happily to have you all here, and it's a pleasure also to host the 5th meetup with such amazing people. Mozart, Juliana, and Mari are here as well. Today, we're going to cover some very important topics. I'm going to start first sharing with you some super news about our super user program that we just launched a few days ago. Then I'm going to hand it over to Mozart. He's going to present with Mari the dashboard feature that we just released a couple weeks ago. It's amazing how you can now build reports with Pipefy, make data easy and visual in your process, find some bottlenecks, keep measuring and keep improving your process. And then at the end of the session, we're going to have a Q&A session with Alessio, Pipefy founder. It's a moment where you'll be able to ask any type of questions about business, about leadership, about entrepreneurship. Feel free to ask questions about the product as well. Use this moment to understand more about our culture, about our company. So to start, I would love to share with you about the super user program that we released a few weeks ago. This is a unique program for doers that are part of the community. We want to be closer to you. We want to meet you and understand who you are. And we need your help to make this community thrive and make this community successful. The super user program will be a program where applicants will be selected among several other people. And these super users, these special doers, they will have early access to beta features that we're going to release, like Pipefy 2.0 that is coming very soon. They will have access to free access to online events and conferences, like Pipefy Summit that is going to happen before the end of the year. They will have like different badges and labels inside the Pipefy community. They'll be able to help us create educational content on YouTube videos, blog posts, or any type of article to share their knowledge in a more sophisticated way. They will also win cool swags and customized swags for the community, like t-shirts, mugs, and many other things that we're planning ahead. And also, if they want, they can start their own Pipefy community in their local area. So they'll have this license to run local events, meet other doers, and exchange knowledge with people that are part of their network. Feel free to send your application by the end of December. So we want to see you there. We'll get in touch as soon as we have the time to go over all the applications. But this is a very important moment where not only you'll be able to do everything that I just said, but also meet very nice people from the Pipefy team, from the partners program, and also from our customers. So this is an invite for you to help us build an amazing and fantastic community together. Okay. Moving forward, I would like to hand over the stage to Mozart, our product manager, and Marina Mazeto, our customer success manager, and they will cover now the Pipefy dashboards. That's one of the most weighted features and wanted features that our customers have asked us in the past few months. So now it's on you, team.
Okay, thank you so much, Felipe, and thanks for the short introduction. I guess I'll share my screen, but before, Marina, would like to introduce yourself or say something?
Yes, sure. So for those who doesn't know me yet, I'm Marina. I'm part of the customer success team, and I'll be helping Mozart mainly sharing with you any use cases if you have any questions or how our customers are currently using also our dashboards already. So in case you have any questions, feel free to send us on the Q&A there, and I'll be able to help you all, okay?
Great, thanks, Marina. I will share my screen and we will do a really nice interaction. So I will have a lot of tabs here open, but if you can't see anything or if you have any troubles, please let us know, okay? So first, really nice news, our dashboards. So I will start give you a few information regarding our dashboard. And the most important to start is the feature is in beta testing, so everyone could access and see the dashboards right now. But of course, you have a few things that we need to set up to activate the dashboards. So I will demonstrate you how could you activate your dashboards. And it's just for pipe admins. So if you are not a pipe admin, you need to contact your admin and they will be able to set that up to you. Also, you move forward to possibilities. So how can you use in your HR process, financial process, customer onboarding, and a lot of other possibilities that we have with dashboards. And of course, really important, we will move forward to pricing. So I will explain differences between dashboards basic, dashboard pro, and other options that we have as well. And in the end, I will just answer a few questions that a lot of customers already ask for it. So we have 7 common questions that our customers ask for it, okay? Before we really start, I just would like to ask that question. What is the first app you launch every day? So thinking about when you go to the work or after you wake up, what do you look at? I think most of you will say email, Facebook, or WhatsApp, or calendar, or my agenda, something like that. But how much they are telling you about your business. So if you see you have 10 emails, you will be worried or not. If you see you have 10 new WhatsApp messages, you will start thinking, oh my God, I need to talk to everyone. Or you will say, okay, that's fine, 10 messages, okay. I think it's really hard to see that and to solve that problem if you don't have any other thing like more concrete, right? So if we could give you the right information in the right time, and just with that, you will be able to say, okay, my business is okay, everything is fine, I don't need to worry. Or if you saw something and say, oh, I need to worry because we have just one request here, or just one employee send us the contract, or we have maybe $100,000 and we are expecting to have much more. So that's the reason why we create dashboards. As you can see, in dashboards, you'll be able to very quickly to answer something or to go to a meeting and ask something to a specific person, or move forward to your pipe, see your cards, do some action because you saw the results first. So that will be our goal here, to organize all those ideas. And when you look at, you will for sure take a fast action and you solve your problem very fast. Okay. So first, how can you activate your dashboards? When you enter in your pipe, in the right side, you can see this tool here. Uh, if you just pass your mouse, you will see tools. And if you click on it, you will be able to see this page. So apps, connections, labels, and much more. If you click on apps, and just to remind, you need to get admin of this pipe, okay? After you click in apps, you will see a list of apps and you will see dashboards beta. If you click on dashboards beta, you will be able to see this page here. And after you click enable, that's it. Your dashboard will start being processed, and maybe it will take a few minutes to load. That will depends how many cards do you have in your pipe or how many informations do you have inside your pipe, okay? But after everything is set up, you'll be able to see sample dashboards and the dashboards that you already created. So in this sample here, I have one recruitment example and also one recruitment dashboards that I created. Okay, so very easy. If you have any questions, we have a link we can share with all the steps and with a video explaining everything as well, okay? And now let's talk about the possibilities. So if you are looking to a process in HR, you probably would like to see how many hours or how many days you will take to hire a candidate, or the employee performance, for example. With dashboards, you will be able to do that. If we are thinking about finance, for example, we would like to see how many dollars we're spending per department, for example. Or if we're talking about IT, let's say how many tickets our team are solving, or how many hours we need to solve one ticket. That would be really helpful for you. And also other verticals we could help using dashboards as well. So in my presentation, I will use a few examples, but don't say like, oh, that is just for HR, don't will fit for me. No, we can use, as you can see, in all the verticals that you are working on, and so much more, okay? And one really nice feature is if we use templates. So when we access our template store and we click in one template, let's say human resources or marketing, finance, or sales as well, if we use this template, automatically we will see the sample dashboard that will be created. So we can use the sample, or we can just see how the sample works. And with that, we will get insights to create a pipe from scratch and create a dashboard based on what we saw on the template, okay? It's really nice to start if you don't have an idea how to start. After you have one dashboard, you can click create a new one if you'd like. And we have 3 steps to configure. First is measures. Here you will be able to see a lot of information inside your card. So fields inside your card that you use, or lead time. So how many hours this card stay in one phase, how many hours took to move one card to another phase. And also you can do some actions like sum, average, and other mathematical expression like by default, okay? After you configure the measure, you need to go to dimension. So dimension will be something related. I will split in columns, let's say per username or per assignee or any other field. So you'll be able to configure your table. And after you configure the dimension and measure, you will go to time. So you can select a time, create that, finish that, or a specific time if you want, last 10 days or last 7 days. And after all that set, you'll be able to see one dashboard like this one that I created in a few minutes ago. So let's say I'm trying to see how many cards are in each phase. So I will select the measure, will be cards count. I will select the dimension, will be current phase and the name. So I can see here screening, we have 2 cards. Interview, just 1, and job offer 1, reference 1 as well, and all the other 1 as well. If I like this dashboard, I can click update or save, and I will be able to see in my entire dashboard here. So first one, candidates by phase. Second one, rejected proposal. I can see here, for example, Carol Willick, HR specialist, didn't accept our proposal. So I can click here and see the card and collect all the information as well. Also, I can use really nice pie charts and other styles for my dashboard, okay? And now, let's say, hey, Moser, it's really nice to see all these informations inside Pipefy, but I have one really nice team. They built a lot of BI tools, let's say Power BI or Metabase or any other software using business intelligence. And I don't like to see all my data inside dashboards. I really would like to export all of those informations and see in my Power BI or in my business intelligence software. That is possible. And the answer is yes. We will be able to give you direct access to the entire data. How that works? We will give you access through an authentication mode, so with user, token, and password, to directly our Amazon Redshift. This is a little bit technical, but it's basically having access to our databases, but the complete databases. So with the token ID and login, you'll be able to access our database, and you'll be able to select which table you'd like to export to your Power BI or to your business intelligence software, like Google Data Studio, Tableau, and others that we have. Okay, so this is also one possibility. You can ask for it. And in the next slides, I will show you about the pricing and all the difference between the plans that we have. Okay. Next, I would like to do a short live demonstration with all of you. And here I will connect all of our last released features. So first will be, of course, our public form, but you will be able to see what we call it a request tracking area. So please use your real email, because you will receive a magic link. After you click in this magic link, you will see your card. And after I move the card, you will see the status changing and all of that. And also you have an interaction with one really nice channel. It's really common in Brazil, but in States not so well, which is WhatsApp. But if you would like, you can use your cell phone as well to see this interaction, okay? So first, if you have your cell phone in your hand, you can scan this QR code, or I will ask to Marina, Juliana, and Felipe, just copy this link and post in our message channel here. And then everyone could access through the computer as well. As you can see, it's very simple start form, but we'll have the fill in your email like mandatory. That's the reason I was talking about the request area. And just one mistake I made here, because my pipe is in Portuguese, the email will be sent will be in Portuguese as well, but basically access your solicitation is this call to action button, okay? So I hope everyone will receive the email and click on the button to see your card. So after you click the card, you will be able to see this page. This page, you can click in one Pipefy and you will be able to see your request. Exactly the way you see here, you will see in your cell phone or in your page right now. So here you can see status. After the card is created, I will share right now the pipe that we are using, and I will move the card and you will be able to see in the same page the status changing, okay? So I hope everyone scan the QR code or click in the link that we shared. But right now, I will just click in our pipe here. Just a second. Yeah, so great, a lot of people here. Thank you so much. So first, Capgemini, TRR. If you are in the request area page, as I mentioned it before, so this one, after I move to send NPS, here is enviar NPS, but in English is send NPS, you'll be able to see the status changing. And also you will receive an WhatsApp message. And in this WhatsApp message, we will collect your NPS score regarding Pipefy. So please answer with your 100% sincere, because it would be really nice to see all the results we can get, okay? So Amart, I will move the others in a few seconds, but just to show what you will be able to see. So this is our Pipefy certificate number with WhatsApp. You will receive a first message. Sorry, again, it's in Portuguese, but in scale 0 to 10, how much you recommend Pipefy for a friend or for someone in your work. After you answer that, you will ask again your area. So for example, finance, HR, or any other. And after you answer that, we will thank you. And what we will be able to see in all the cards, like this one, the answer that we wrote there, we will automatically write in our field, and square 10 in area product, okay? So we are seeing a lot of message that we send, and automatically we create automation here. So if you answer between 0 to 6, you will be a detractor, so we move automatically here. If you answer between 7 and 8, you'll be neutral. And if you answer with 9 or 10, you'll be a promoter, right? So I will just keep moving here. If you have any problems or if you don't receive any message or information, please let us know in the chat, okay? And the most interesting part is, so we connected our request area. I hope you are going back to this page and seeing the status are changing. That's really, really nice. But also we will connect with dashboards. So after I click here, dashboard, I will be able to see the dashboard I made it before our call here. And here I already created a lot of charts. They are just processing a few informations here, but we'll be able to see all the results that we collect. And let me just open this one. And we will be able to see the scores we received and all the informations that we have. So that will allow us to connect everything we have, and also to see the scores that people are sending to us and all the information we received. Okay? If you have any questions, just send us in our chat. But right now, I will back to our presentation here. I hope you enjoy the live demonstration. And after I can go back and just show the dashboard after they load everything, okay? So regarding the price, I'll just wait a few minutes just to you finish your interaction. So just interrupt a little bit, and I'll give just 1 minute to you to go back to your request area, see the status changed, fill the information in the WhatsApp, see that we collect the results, and now all of that, okay? And shows if you are seeing something in our chat, please let me know because I'm not seeing right now.
Yes, I'll keep you posted. So doers, in the
Okay, great.
meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can either send them on the chat or in the Q&A chat that we have as well.
Okay, great. I hope everyone finished all the tests. Go back here to share my screen. Yeah. Great, so let's talk about the price. First, really important information. We will charge dashboards by every user in the company that is active. Why is that? Let's say we have in one org just Moser. So Moser is the only user in this organization. So Moser will create 10 cards, we will input a lot of informations, but will be just Moser. Now let's change this organization to Moser, Shows, Juliana, and Marina. Now we have 4 users that probably will create 10 cards each with a lot of fields. So we will start increasing our data inside this org. That's the reason why we need to charge per user that is active in your organization, okay? So this is the first important information right now. Second is we have 2 plans. First is Dashboard Basic, which is free and always will be free. Second will be Dashboards Pro, which will be $2.99 per every user that you have active in your org, okay? What's the main difference between Basic and Pro? First, default dashboards, the samples that I showed before. Everyone will be able to see, and everyone will be able to try to make a new dashboard, okay? But when we talk about customizable dashboard, just the Pro will be able to save one dashboard that they created. For the basic, of course, you'll be able to see the data, but you'll not be able to save a new dashboard. You need to use a default dashboard, okay? When you talk about databases rows, the basic dashboard will not be unlimited. So let's say you have 1,000 users and you use a lot of information inside Pipefy. Probably you will achieve a limit and we will let you know, hey, we will not be able to load all the informations that you have, okay? We will stop in a few rows. But for Dashboard Pro, we will not have this limit. Roles and permissions. I will show in a few seconds here. I will go back to dashboard and let's click edit. Here with the Dashboard Pro, you will be able to set. So for all the admins inside my pipe here, what they will be able to see in dashboard. They'll be able to view, they'll be able to edit, what they will be able to do. So to have this customizable permission level, you need to have the Dashboards Pro. And one more important thing is regarding to our synchronization of data. For the dashboard free, and our dashboard basic will be daily. So once per day, you will be able to synchronize your data, but Dashboard Pro will synchronize hourly. And also we are thinking about how can we give more steps or minutes or other steps to load the data. Regarding to availability, the Dashboard Basic will be for all plans and will be free for forever, okay? But when you talk about Dashboard Pro, you need to have a business, enterprise, or unlimited plans, okay? And just one more detail is regarding to data pipeline, which is access to the entire databases for all you have inside your org. Will be able just for enterprise and unlimited customers, and you need to fill this form to request access right now and test the beta as well. So Felipe, Juliana, and Marina, if you could send this link as well for everyone that would like to have that data pipeline and test it. And just remember, data pipeline is a way to you to access the entire data and export that. So you can export all the tables that we have, and you have access to Amazon Redshift as well. Okay, great. And now just moving to our common and frequently asked questions. So just to keep a short overview for everything we saw, when does the dashboard testing will end? So right now, everyone could access, right? But when we will need to select dashboard basic or dashboard pro, we don't have a fixed date to do that, but it's better to be prepared for the start of December, okay? So this is most common question that customers are asking for it. Who will be able to continue using dashboards after the beta period? So everyone will be able to see the dashboards. We have dashboards basic for everyone, but if you'd like to upgrade, we will also have the possibility to do that. And all your users will have access to dashboard. So yes, but as I mentioned it, if you have Dashboard Pro, you will be able to configure what they will be able to see. So which permission you'll be able to see dashboards and edit all the dashboards, okay? And for, can I purchase dashboard only for a few users? And that's the answer I did before. No, because for every user that you have, they will create data. So they will increasing the number of data that we need to process to show the dashboards, okay? And the difference between dashboards, reports, and metrics. So basically, when you talk about reports, it's basically a table that you can create with the answers in the start form or in fields between phases and all of that. You can have this table, you can export it, and you can use for something. But you'll not be able to see some visual information. As I mentioned in the beginning of the presentation, it's really nice to see a visual information so that you can have some actions very fast. And regarding to metrics, it's quite similar, but Dashboard is a more powerful tool, and we also have the possibility to access the entire databases in our system. So I guess that's it. Now we can move forward to our questions. I will stop my sharing my screen here, and it's with you, Marina.
I see that we already have here one question, and I think you will be able to answer that even better than me. They're asking if the tracking page, when open on the phone, is cut off, if there is going to be anything on the cell phone page as well. So since you're part of the mobile team as well, you probably have the answer for that.
Yeah, great. So our first, what we call it waves, right? So our first wave, we just prioritize for the web version. But my purpose here, my idea here is literally to see your feedbacks right now and see how that fits for you. So if you're complaining, I just have my hypothesis validate. So of course, we will try to get better the experience for the mobile as well. So yeah, that's it. Oh, I guess Marina, you are on mute.
Oops, I'm sorry. Sarah asked if you can have a dashboard that pulls data from more than just one pipe.
Okay, right now we have dashboards inside the pipe. So you load just information regarding this pipe. But as I mentioned, you can use the data pipeline to receive the entire databases for all of your pipes, okay?
Okay, I see here that Fernanda also asked, what is the price for the data pipeline?
Okay, great. I will just copy the link here and I will send to everyone because you
Perfect.
have the complete information. But basically, will be $7.99 per active user inside your org. And of course, you will have also access to the Dashboard Pro, okay? So you don't need to pay Dashboard Pro plus the data pipeline. If you select the data pipeline, you will have all the informations that you need, okay? So could you send in our chat, Marina? I send the
Yes, I will
link.
send it there.
Thanks. Great.
Here we have one more question. To have access to Amazon database, need to be in the Pro package?
Okay, so actually will be the data pipeline that I mentioned before. So the link will have all the explanations regarding that. But with data pipeline, you'll be able to access all the databases and export as well and connect to your Power BI or business intelligence software.
So basically, in order to have that, you must have the data pipeline package, and that also means that you have to be on one of our enterprise or unlimited plans regarding the regular Pipefy plan, right?
Perfect, Marina. Yeah.
Perfect. So I see we don't have any more questions regarding that right now. So, and Alessio just arrived, so shows if you want to move to the next part of our
Sure. Thank you very
meetup.
much, Tim, for sharing the amazing news with us. Ju, it's your turn on.
Yeah, thank you. I see Alessio is already here with us. Alessio is Pipefy CEO. And if you anyone have more questions about dashboards, you can use the community to make your questions. So now we are opening to the questions, and you can send to on the Q&A if you have any questions for Alessio. And I see we have the first one. So first, Alessio, thank you a lot for your time. And the first question we have here for you is tell us a little more about yourself. How did the idea of Pipefy started?
Great. First of all, thank you, team, for inviting me for the chat today. And also thank you all members of our community to participate in our conversation today. All your contribution is really valuable to everything we do, not just on our campaigns or things we improve on the product side or the things we've been doing and working with the community to provide a better experience to other customers as well and share the knowledge about the best usage of our solution across any different type of possible applications. But having like team members of our family kind of volunteering to be here today to share thoughts about our experience with Pipefy and also learn more about what we are doing, that's something really special. I would like to thank you for that. About my own personal history, actually it's all about, it's really connected with Pipefy's own mission and what we do. I started my career in consulting. I have a bachelor degree in business administration, and I started my career in turnarounds. And at that time, I was part of the process excellence practice, and I was the junior nerd slash tech savvy youngest team member. And usually after changing all the processes in order to improve quality, reduce cost, whatever we had to do to help those companies to turn around, I was the team member responsible for getting all those changes together and sitting down with IT professionals from those companies to figure out the best solution to deploy the changes we had to deploy in terms of process changes, finding technology to increase the efficiency of whatever we're trying to accomplish. And what happened at that time is like, it was pretty expensive. Like they were like big companies, and we had resources and big IT resources to be able to buy big systems, a lot of kind of IT service provider and consulting companies to allow us to deploy all those changes. But I would say that I always struggle a lot because I knew what we had to do on the business side. That process excellence practice, basically, it was a group of process specialists, usually professionals with an engineering background or with a Lean Six Sigma Black Belt certification or like a Lean Six Sigma, a black Lean Six Sigma certification. I'm myself, I'm a Lean Six Sigma Black Belt. But every time we had to find the best technology to deploy the changes we had to deploy, it was really painful. Like we didn't have the technical knowledge required to be able to get the thing done. I left that consulting firm. Then I created my first startup. 5 years later, I sold it to apontador.com, which is the Brazilian Yelp, basically. And I got responsible for implementing the business model of my previous company into an operation that used to be 100 times bigger. And the fun fact is we didn't have any big challenges on the business side with the customers of our acquire, but all the bottlenecks and the things that were preventing us to get successfully, actually it was our own back office. To change how teams collaborated, to implement new processes in the organization, and to be able to redesign how all those teams worked, it was a nightmare. Like I had to wait several weeks to have our needs listened by the IT department, and usually they will ask me for 8 months to deploy what I needed, plus at least $100,000 in budget to be able to deploy one single process. Imagine the dozens of things I had to deploy at a time. And that's when I had the idea of Pipefy. Because I remember I started looking to several other verticals like help desk. Zendesk was already around and was kind of quite easy to use. Someone slightly technical savvy could use and implement with their teams. I also looked at other e-commerce platforms like Shopify, enabling creative people, non-technical people to be able to create an online store and start selling in a matter of hours. And that's exactly what I started wondering, like, why there are so many task management tools and simple lightweight local tools, but when you think about process execution, step-by-step execution, where you need to create good workflows and also automate that execution, all the solutions available in the market are really IT intensive, like a citizen, we call a doer here at Pipefy, our mission is empower doers. They couldn't find something easy and intuitive to enable them to achieve those goals. And basically that's the idea. So the idea ahead of Pipefy, and quite selfish motivation in the past, it was to create a product for people that like me in the past had to be able to, had to improve their execution actually, and had to be more efficient, save costs or scale up. But I wanted to create a platform that would empower me to be able to do that by myself without having to ask for the help from more kind of IT skilled professionals all the time. And that's how Pipefy was born, and that's my own personal background of what motivated me to create Pipefy as well.
Great, Alessio. Thank you for sharing with us. We have another one from Edu Cano is a member of our community, and he's asking for you, what types of partnerships is Pipefy looking for? Would partnering with companies in other fields, such as insurance, be interesting for this moment?
The way we see the partnership structure, I'm going to share like the big picture and the vision about how we see. I think we have like two types of partnerships. We have the more traditional one and more kind of commercial focus, where we also have two motions. One is work with field specialists or industry specialists that usually they provide some consulting service to their customers, and because they are field specialists, they are really good in a specific field, but they still need a technology to deploy the best practices they are working on with their customers. The example, I think that's even my own personal experience that motivated me to create Pipefy. The second type of partners, which is a huge opportunity as well, I think it's on the, it's not I think, it's true. It's when we have big technological and big enterprises, and those customers, they expect to not just acquire our technology, but also they want someone to be there on their side and side by side guide them while they are implementing Pipefy, but also someone where they could discuss business changes and not just the technology component of that change. That's why we have a really great fit with partners as well. And even when we have like a big customers, sometimes we prefer to work with a partner if we could, because we are a technology company. We are not a field specialist in a specific problem, or our focus is not sitting down side by side with the customers and discuss the future of their own processes. We have a few best practices and lessons learned from our own customer base, but definitely that's not our focus. On the technical side, we also have like other opportunities. The first one is last mile development. Pipefy is a broad horizontal platform, and we have plenty of big companies that are scaling up their processes with Pipefy, and they have unique needs that we consider last mile, that we are not focused in our product backlog, or we do not see strategic, or we do not see a synergy to offer a specific improvement to all our customer base. And we have literally dozens of customers willing to pay a vendor that understands Pipefy's technology, our APIs and our assets, to build that last mile and build small applications on top of Pipefy. And that's a good example. We already have like a few of partners that actually build our first Power BI connector. It was built out by a partner. Our first connector to UiPath, actually it was built by Capgemini. We have like several examples of partners developing technology on top of our platform. What's the benefit of that? The first part is total reduced cost of development. Like, you do not need to build an in-house solution that will be really hard to develop and maintain. And you can use our own technology for 95% of what you need, and you just need to develop the last 5%. And also the advantage is the maintenance and capacity to keep improving that solution over time. Because if you allocate those resources to build your own software, I can guarantee that you're gonna have a kind of a bomb ticking. That's just a matter of time until you start having some kind of maintenance issues with that code base. And for the less on the technical part, which we are starting to also develop a few partnerships, it's pure product partnership. And that product partnership can happen like in two ways. First, when we have a last mile need, and we would like to work with a specific vendor to provide a last mile capability. A really good example, Mozart, a good coincidence here, he's kind of engaging with a few specific OCR vendors. And basically, we are going to start offering OCR capability inside Pipefy, but that OCR capability actually will be powered by a specific technology vendor that just is specialized in OCR recognition, in OCR, and they have an API for the type of service. Imagine we have a specific customer and they have needs for data enrichment. They want to be able to get an email address and try to get the max information they can about that specific mail, because they are using that for qualify a customer on the sales side, or they have like a credit approval process and basically they need extra information about that specific contact to do a credit analysis or validate that information. We have like API services like Clearbit, where we could partner with them and provide those more advanced type of solutions. The last partnership structure we can do, it's on the opposite side, where you have a specialized software vendor that's really good on solving one specific type of problem, like data, machine learning, or whatever. And usually those solutions, they have a simple workflow to let their customers track the progress of whatever they are managing inside those platforms. But over time, especially when they are selling to more enterprise type of customers, those customers, they want single sign-on integrations, they want advanced workflow capacity, they want automate, they want some analytics capabilities. And in that case, we can partner with that specific software company and embed Pipefy in their deals and allow that company to land a much bigger deal, because combine their capabilities with ours, we can provide a better experience to that end customer. These are kind of the main partnership structures we have. If you have like a different specific, or you wanted to better understand where you would fit in terms of type of work, we are kind of region agnostic. We have like partners everywhere, US, Brazil, Asia, Europe. Then I think it's a matter of sitting down with our partner manager and defining what's the best strategy and the best focus for your relationship with us.
Okay, great. We have another one from Inácio Otero. And in the last few months, we have seen a lot of changes and new features being released. Is it part of a new strategy? How do you see changes benefiting our customers? Are all new features going to impact the price? Is the email as automations a defined decision?
Great question, and we also kind of heard other customers with similar with the same questions as well. What is happening and what we are doing in terms of product strategy and product development? At the beginning of Pipefy, we didn't focus on having like an efficient cost structure, or even like we didn't focus on controlling our infrastructure costs, or kind of tracking margins or any type of that. Because as a tech startup, when you are starting, your main goal is really scale up and grow as fast as you can and prove that you can land big and complex customers. At that time, what we did a really simplified seat base in our MVP, where we just charge by users. But as we started adding more product capabilities to feed the needs of our customers, we start adding features that not necessarily they were seat correlated. And I'm even going to give you an example. Imagine you have an organization that's running hundreds of automations, hundreds of thousands of automations. Actually, if you are giving them, and we have real case of that, where we are reducing their lead time or their cost by 80%, and they are increasing the productivity of the same agent to be 10 times more productive with the help from our technology. And all that efficient, all the technology, we are giving them more value, but that model goes against the seat-based model. Because in the end, we are super empowering that specific seat to be 10 times more efficient with the help from technology. So over time, as we keep developing not just the email capabilities, but also improving our email automation engines, some kind of machine learning capabilities, or more kind of advanced type of solutions, like the example I shared. We've been even working with Mozart a lot on developing those high value add features. Most of that value and that job to be done is not necessarily connected to a human using that feature. And email automations, that's the perfect example. You can create several different email automation scenarios to run email automations. And sometimes you can even have not even a human using the product. And also you can be running quite a big operation just running email automations and several other features. But that's not just the reason why we are migrating from a seat-based pricing model to a value-based pricing model. We are trying to calibrate and connect the value the customers are getting to how much they need to pay for Pipefy. Because today we have like extreme on both scenarios. We have companies with a lot of seats that do not use emails at all or do not use automations at all. So they shouldn't be paying for that extra capability, and that shouldn't be embedded in their prices. On the other opposite, we have customers that literally already shut us down because they were heavily using our email capabilities. Actually, that happened last week. We got offline at SendGrid for 4 hours because one power user sent a few millions of emails. And also on the API side, the same thing. And automations, on the automation side, the same thing. Not necessarily those customers. They have like a big amount of seats, but they are crushing our infrastructure and even causing some performance issues. And that's why we decided to decouple the pricing model and have like a proper pricing structure for the type of the value they are getting from our platform. Basically, that's why. We expect to give some free tier in terms of most features capabilities. Like we also added to email, like they get a given amount of emails for free. They get a given amount of APIs for free. They get a given amount of storage for free as well, every single plan. But over time, as we start to see like an increase in usage, we need to correlate the usage of those features to the cost structure. Because just remember, Pipefy is a cloud service, and to most of those solutions, or we also actually run that infrastructure on Amazon, or we work with specialized vendors like SendGrid. Pipefy, we do not have like email service. This is a complete complex business. So basically, we license SendGrid and we pay SendGrid for every single email we send as well. So we think, to be fair with the value our customers are getting, that's why we are shifting our pricing model to better describe and have like a good pricing structure.
Okay, and the last one. I've noticed that Pipefy is targeting different segments of the market, like HR and finance. What are the next steps to deliver even more value to customers from different departments?
For all the other departments, we will also keep improving the product, because the way we structure our product development today, it's basically leverage on 2 pillars. One is the verticalization, where we are covering the feature gaps exactly for those kind of service management driven type of use case in finance and HR, which is our focus now. But the other half of all our execution, the pillar, it's the improvement of our horizontal platform that impacts every type of user or every type of segment. It's kind of segment agnostic, our platform. In that platform development, examples of that is kind of the analytics capabilities that we just released, the big product redesign that we're going to release until the end of the year, and several other integration capabilities and automation capabilities. So it's our agenda and focus to make the product more competitive for HR and finance customers. Yes, and we are prioritizing part of our resources there, but we still will keep optimizing the platform in general to all our customers. More than half of our customers, actually, they are not in finance and HR, so we know it's important to keep improving the product for them.
Great. I believe this is all. Thank you again, Alessio, for your time. I want to say thank you everybody who participated with us today. Special thanks to Mozart and Mari as well. And I'm sending right now on the chat a quick survey for you to help us to improve our event, okay? It won't take more than 2 minutes to answer it. Felipe, do you want to say something?
I think that's all. Thank you everyone for joining the session, and I hope to see you in the community.
Thank you, guys. See you next month.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, everyone.